Central African Republic's most powerful rebel groups have formed an unlikely alliance against the government. They've captured large parts of the country and are threatening to take the capital, Bangui. Nearly 250,000 people have been displaced by fighting since December. Aid agencies warn they're struggling to help those affected. This is what you need to know about the unfolding crisis.
Central African Republic. Most people have never heard of this country, and those who have usually know it for all the wrong reasons. Often ranked among the poorest, the most dangerous, and the most unstable countries on earth. A place the world associates with war, not life, with violence, not hope. This is a country known for civil war, for child soldiers, for armed groups roaming freely while the state barely functions. Country where governments collapse, peace agreements fail, and stability never lasts long enough to matter. For decades, the Central African Republic has been labeled a failed state, too weak to protect its people, too poor to rebuild, too unstable to escape its past. The headlines repeat themselves. Violence erupts again. Thousands displaced. International forces intervene. And then silence. No recovery story, no rebuilding phase. Just another forgotten crisis. At least, that's the story you are told.
Living here is really difficult because we have nothing. Sometimes we cannot buy food for 2 days because there's no work.
Okay, so bonjour, good morning guys. Welcome to Douala, Cameroon. Today, actually, I'm traveling to my last country in the Central African region and one of the least visited and documented country in the world, Central African Republic, flying to Bangui, this country's capital. Central African Republic is very rich in natural resources such as gold, diamond, and vast forest. Yet decades of political instability kept people among the poorest in the world. Since 2013, violent conflict have displaced millions of thousands of people, with the United Nations peacekeeper trying to maintain this fragile peace. According to this, until now, travel advisory warns travelers do not travel to Central African Republic due to the potential risk. Despite all of this, there's a hope. In 2022, Central African Republic made headlines by becoming the second country in the world to adopt the Bitcoin as a legal tender. Although its initiative is still in earlier stage. So beyond the headline, you will find the country full of resilience, culture, and unique kind of beauty that outsiders never seen. So now I was traveling, filming there, but yeah, I hope everything's okay. So see you guys in Central African Republic. Bangui.
Oui, c'est bon.
Okay, so bonsoir. So the airplane which I supposed to take didn't arrive. We just informed that the flight will be postponed tomorrow. So luckily all passengers are arranged to the hotel for the tomorrow's flight. It seems the airplane got cancelled multiple times. I have acquaintance who flew to Bangui although his flight was scheduled a day before, but his flight got cancelled and then was postponed to yesterday.
Prends mon numéro, tu me fais signe. On se contacte. Moi,
Oui.
Ajustez la ceinture de sécurité en tirant son extrémité libre. Pour la détacher, soulevez le clapet de la boucle et tirez les papiers.
Due to technical problem, we are flying back to Douala.
Something that I never experienced in my life just happened. The aircraft didn't reach to Bangui, instead turned back the route and we flew back to Douala again. So we got an announcement that says the captain decided to turn back because of the technical issue, but we actually didn't know what exactly happened. Somebody said it's because of the weather in Bangui, but at least the captain's judgment snatches from the jewel of this. Everybody clapped to show appreciation to the captains when the aircraft landed. I was so anxious when I hear that announcement because even though I took a flight multiple times, I never happened the aircraft turned back the route. And also, I heard it's because of the technical issues, or at least I was lucky enough not to get caught in the serious accident. Okay, so bonjour. This is third time boarding. I hope we can make it to Bangui safely. I just hope.
At Bangui International Airport. It is quarter to 4 p.m. local time and our center temperature is 26 degrees Celsius. For your safety, remain seated.
Finally made it to Central African Republic, Bangui, capital city of Central African Republic. He's Sally, who's looking after me while I'm staying here in Central African Republic. So it was a long way. It's actually been 3 days since I was supposed to take a first aircraft. So does this happen very often? Aircraft cancelled and then the passengers stuck in some days.
We have this problem sometimes. Just during this season.
Okay.
You know, when it's raining very every day, raining. That is the problem.
Okay.
Because the small aircraft, a small aircraft with raining turbulence, is not good. It's not safe to land. Yes.
Okay.
And when the captain see is not very safe to land, so he turned back to find another place.
Yeah. Yesterday, my other destination, my aircraft
like
turned back on the route to Douala.
He turned back and go back to Douala again. Even me too. I already have this same situation around 2 or 3 days, 3 times like that.
Yeah, right.
3 times.
So cancelling flight is very common.
It's not
common
very,
situation.
Like you always is the same.
Yeah.
Me, last time when I told you I will go back today, but I miss also my flight like that.
Okay.
And the next day, I take another one and I come back.
Okay.
Safety.
All right. Could you roughly explain about Central African Republic? Because the country is not very known, so I think everybody wants to know about your country, like the situation.
Yeah. But I think now my country start to going better than better because the situation, political war, everything, it's not easy for us. But now you see, everyone try to do their best to develop and to do something better than in the past.
Okay.
But now you see every people is friendly now.
Oh, okay.
They love people. They know it's very important to live together and to forget about the past.
Okay. So the first impression I had in here in Central African Republic, Bangui, is there are huge amount of humanitarian people, especially United Nations. So although I've been to a country whose situation isn't good, where I saw some of the humanitarian vehicles, but the amount of them cannot be compared to that of these countries. So to be honest, I'm so overwhelmed by that atmosphere. Central African Republic is ranked as one of the lowest in terms of the humanitarian development index because of the long-standing conflict, war. Even in the Bangui, the capital city of the country, the road isn't paved very well, which is really uncommon compared to the other countries that I've ever been. We just arrived where is it? Where is the place?
It's calling PK5. Here is economic place.
Economic.
Yes,
place.
the big market is here.
Uh-huh.
And also during the trouble, the war here, this gutter is a very, very, they said, is the most dangerous place.
Used to be the most dangerous place in Bangui.
Call to prayer at Bangui's central mosque. It's here where the faithful of this majority Muslim neighborhood of the Central African Republic's capital gather every Friday to worship. PK5, as the district is known, has been the theatre of several waves of violence, often linked to religious conflict. Bad memories hang in the air, and here, like in the rest of the city, people live in fear. PK5 is the economic heart of Bangui. When gunshots are heard, shops close, paralysing business in the Central African Republic, greatly disrupting the country's presidential and legislative elections on the 27th of December. More than 60,000 residents have already fled the country in fear of the violence.
Here in PK5.
Like 5 years ago.
5 years ago, maybe 10 years ago. This place is very dangerous.
Okay.
But it's not dangerous for the people. But they make like the big security, like a close security to save. Because here they have a lot of things. They have a market and something. And they don't want the people come and steal it. And they make like a security area. No one can enter, no one go out.
So thanks to the tight security
if someone want to come to make like something bad, they kill you directly. But now everything is okay.
Yeah. Now I don't feel any insecurities. Everything seems to be safe, or like it's safe enough to just walk around. People looks very nice. And what's the most common religion here in Central African Republic? Because I have seen some people more Muslim and others are like Christian.
It's Muslim, Christian, and animist. But the Christian people is the most popular, and the few part is Muslim. But in this area is maybe around 100% is Muslim. Maybe 99% is Muslim.
And then you're Muslim.
Yes, I'm Muslim.
All right. Okay.